It's your International Women's Day going. Good morning. It's Lulu Saidi and you're tuned in to Hot. Yes, sir. It is now, what's the time? It is now 10:22 a.m. and we are celebrating women everywhere. Like I had promised, I'm going to take you through why exactly do we celebrate International Women's Day. And you know what? The International Women's Day is celebrated in many countries, and this is just typically to celebrate the achievements of women. The women before us fought hard, and the women before us did not have the opportunities that we have today. And how this all started was the inception of it, and how the Women's Day, International Women's Day, first emerged was from the activities of labor movements at the turn of the 20th century. What's happening? 20th century in North America and across Europe. So later on in 1908, there was a garment movement in New York, and women who were, laborers working in the garment sector started protesting, and they wanted better working conditions. And they said, you know what? We want to be paid equally. We want conditions that favor the woman. etc. We want to have maternity leave. Before there was nothing like maternity leave. You have to go serve your term. Unajifungua unarudi. Hakuna mambo ya kwenda kupumzika. Ain't nobody got time, And so after that, the United Nations thought that this was a noble cause, and they decided to to support this cause. And this was in 1909. From there, there have been causes to allow women to vote internationally. There have been so many good things that, we have fought for women. You look at the 21st century women, that is me and other millennial women. Most of the time, we don't really appreciate the miracles and the magic and the beauty that is the International Women's Day, because we did not get to see all this. We did not get to live in an era where we did not get to vote, in an era where we were not paid equally. Even tungesoma paka wapi ingekuwa zile za nope, we can't do this. But this is why we have International Day, to remember the women before us who fought hard for us, to remember those women who said, you know what, I'm going to go to school and I'm going to get a PhD. I'm shouting out to the late Wangari Maathai, first African woman to get a PhD in 1971. Those are the kind of women that we celebrate. And that is why we have World International Women's Day every year, to remember them and to remember that there's still a great cause to forge ahead and to fight for. And we have still a greater path to walk. And we cannot do this if we do not remember the causes that they fought for. When we come back, we'll be going through the kind of women that we celebrate in Kenya and the kind of milestones that they have actually made in our country. Oh my God, it's International Women's Day, and I could not be any prouder. Plus, did you know that International Women's Day had color codes? There are colors that represent the International Women's Day, and they mean something. And I'll be telling you that and more when we come back. Remember, you can find us on social media. That is Twitter via hashtag Raburu and Lulu on Hot. Also find me on Facebook. That is Lulu Saidi. I can see all your shout outs here. And maybe I should just shout out a few people on International Women's Day. Scrolling down, I can see Anthony Muturi. I can see Ndegwa David. A big shout out to you. And to Mwalimu Douglas Koech. Big shout out to Sue. Big shout out to Zippy Mugure, to Stella. I see you all. Yep. And Mami Baby. I see you too. Remember, you can catch us on social media. Hashtag Raburu and Lulu on Hot, or Facebook. That is Lulu Saidi.